Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have a brand new SENCUT. You know what time it is, baby? It's springtime 2024 right now, and new knives are coming out left and right, and we're going to check out the new one from SENCUT. Now, I tell you what, I'm going to guess, is it a good one or is it a bad one? I'm going to say it's probably good because every time SENCUT comes out with a new budget knife, it ends up just being totally worth the money, and they always have good action fit ergos, but we're going to see, do we have any nitpicks? What do we think about this one? And I hope you're having a great day. If you're not having a great day, stick around. I'm liable to goof up or say something dumb, and if not, come to the Hive stream every Friday night. We have a Hive stream, or I call it the Hive stream. It's the live stream. Look at this. It's the 10th anniversary of Civivi and SENCUT. You get all kinds of nice accoutrement in here, but we always have fun at the live stream every Friday night from 8:15 to around midnight Eastern time. If you think about it, on a Friday night, stop in. And by the way, if you're subscribed and you hit the notification bell, you'll get a little notification a half an hour before the stream starts. And we give away knives just like this, just for fun, for something extra. Now check this out. This is the Sincut Omniform. Would you look at it? Just look at it. I have no idea what this knife looks like. I don't remember. I jotted down a couple notes, but okay. So check it out. We have, is this G10 or this is micarta? This is some, oh, okay. What in the world we got going on here? So this, I know this comes in coarse G10. It comes blacked out G10. It comes in OD green. This can't be G10. This has to be a micarta. That feels way too micarta-y. Let me see if I can get you in there and get you a little bit of texture vision. Would you look at it? Just look at it. And this has a reversible deep carry clip. It's not inset into the liners, but this is going to be a value knife. These are around $39, $40. So for a $40 knife, you're not going to get some of the nicer things in life. You're not going to get all fancy pants. You're not going to get inset into the liners. That's, it's an extra cost, but it is reversible. It has a reversible clip. And check it out. We have a little bit of the shadow box look with those liners. I like it. I'm digging it. And how's the jimping? The jimping is perfection. Always done well. Look at that. Really nice jimps. So you ready to see this blade? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Okay, that's a good looking knife. It's kind of a no frills look. I don't know. It doesn't have a swedge up top. It's a tall, flat grind, a completely flat grind. And ooh, that's going to be a slicey knife. And how's this? A little bit of jimps going on top. Really good jimping, not super aggressive. And wow, okay, so this is going to be a good everyday carry and I have the feeling it's going to be, it's going to be a little bit larger knife. This is 9CR18 MOV blade steel, and boy, is that not a good looking satin. You could also get this in the black finish, so you do have options with this one. And it runs from like $39 to $42. So you can get the Gaborsha wood, the G10, or the micarta. So it's going to be a matter of which one you get as to what the price is going to be, right? But the prices are all within like $4 or $5, which I think is really cool. Now this bad boy from tip to tip is 8.5 inches or 217 millimeters long. The blade is 3.7 inches long. That's 93 millimeters. Holy moly. It's 4.9 inches closed or 124 millimeters from tip to tip when it's closed. Your blade thickness is 120 thousandths of an inch, which is 3 millimeters. And, oh, okay. So this has, oh yeah. I mean, I could have predicted this. I think I kind of did predict this earlier when I first started. This is going to be a good knife. Now, before I show you any more about the action and the ergos, let me show you a couple quick size comparisons. Here's a SENCUT that a lot of people get. I had questions this Friday night on the live stream about this one. Definitely come and check us out at the live stream. You'll be able to ask any questions about any knife you've seen on the channel. This is the Sincut Serene. So now you know the size of this knife. If you have a Serene, this gives you a great indication. And then here is the QSP Penguin, because everybody should have a Penguin, right? And then here is the CJRB Pyrite. Lot bigger than the Pyrite. This is what I call a full-size knife, whereas this is more of a medium-sized knife. So we know that the finish on this is just gorgeous. The finish is great all the way down. It's nice and clean. And those, yeah, baby, those are T8s. It has T8s. They don't mess with those T6s. No movement up or down, left to right, or laterally if you want to sound fancy pants. And the lockup is in the middle, right where we like it. And how is the centering on this bad boy? The blade is centered. And how about the action? Let's check out a little bit of this action. Oh, wow. So it's no effort whatsoever. It has a good flip. It has a good, what do you call that? A good detent. It's not a super strong detent, but just pulling it back, it does come flying out with a authority. Now, here's your pass-through. It doesn't have a ton of pass-through, and I do have to commit my thumb and put a little bit of pressure. You can see right there, it's not the most comfortable in the world. It's not a deal breaker by any sense of the imagination. It is easy to access, but it's one where if you maybe you have some, I don't know, there's the different nerve things that some folks have or arthritis or whatever, you do have to get your thumb in there and kind of push just a little bit. It's not hateful. And if you're not fidgeting with the knife and just open it and close it just for fun, then that's not going to be a concern either with this knife. Now, the ergos, you know I have a large size hand. Let's check them out. Let's see. Give it the Beez squeeze. Giving it the Beez squeeze, I'm not feeling any hot spots. Here's something I'm noticing. Look at this. I can actually press it because it only has barrel spacers back here, and then you have the pivot. So I did feel a little bit of flex on the inside. I don't know that it's a bad thing. I don't know that that's a negative thing at all. It's just something I noticed when I was squeezing on it, and I kind of like that it gives just a little bit. So nothing's grabbing me. Nothing is hitting me wrong. Okay, now I'm finding a little bit of something. When I'm holding it in the traditional fashion like this, and I'm squeezing it like I would be if I was pushing down, if I'm bearing down cutting. I know how my hand is going to be when I'm pushing. So when I'm pushing, this is something that I'm feeling. Is these little rounded jimps right here, that is hitting me right there. See that white mark? When I'm pushing down, that's where I'm kind of gripping. I'm gripping right here and then back here. Those are two of the spots where you'll get a hot spot. I can feel the pocket clip, but the pocket clip is just barely known. It's not a hot spot, but I am feeling where this liner is raised up here. So maybe a solution to that would have been to cut out a little more pass through and then have this guy not be sitting proud like it is, because these right here are what are hitting my fingers. So that is something to take into consideration, and how hard you use your knife. If you're not going to be using it super hard, and if you're really bearing down, you're going to be in the hammer grip, your pressure is going to be coming this direction right here, and then most of the pressure is going to be coming into the back of your hand and not necessarily here. So that's going to matter whether you're doing push cuts or if you do pull cuts like this, or if you have the hammer grip. When I'm going like this and I'm pulling away, then the pressure is going to come right here and there's no hot spot. So just giving you a little bit of insight. There's nothing negative about it. It's just something I'm noticing, a little bit of observation. And this is a drop shutting knife. Oh yeah, for 40 bucks. Are you kidding me? I mean, I can't complain for $40 if you're wanting a full-size knife that has good ergos. And yeah, that's the only thing. I got to point that out. That's a warm, calling that a warm spot just because it's making itself known to me. And that could be because how I'm holding the knife. But yeah, it's definitely noticeable. It's the first thing I'm feeling is just, there's something about that. There's something about Mary. Would that be Mary? But anyway, I digress. Ask me some more questions about this at the live stream on Friday night. I can point out some things. There might be some things I'm missing. I don't think so. I think I've got it down pat. It doesn't have any room for sharpening. I mean, you could sharpen this all day long. It just doesn't have a sharpening choil. But you have to realize this is a $39, $40 knife. So when you're in a knife within the $40 range, you're not going to get some of the niceties, some of the more Mr. Fancy Pants features. So you're not worried about it. This is one of those ones that, you know, you can toss in the truck, toss in the back of the tailgate when you're working. You're not worried about messing it up because it's not a $300, $400 knife. It's a $40, very nice, very well built, very well put together knife. I like it. I appreciate it. I appreciate its size. And I'm glad that you folks that have the bigger hands have options like this. So tell me what you think about the Sincut Omniform. I like it. It's pretty cool. Little bit of this, little bit of that. Got some different opinions on it. Little bit of warm spot in the middle, but other than that, I really like it. So don't forget, leave a comment and hit the thumbs up button to support the channel if you enjoy my knife content and everyday carry content. And now go watch this video. You're really going to enjoy that. And until I see you in the lives or the chats or right after you hit the thumbs up button on this video, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.